Good morning. Hello and happy Monday. It is time for another Monday Morning Matters. Do you want to know what's important about this Monday? It is the last Monday of the first quarter. Can you believe it? We are almost done with a quarter of our school year already. It's nuts. It's going so fast. So today's Monday Morning Matters is going to be an unpopular opinion. So sorry if this is not a popular opinion for you. Today we're going to talk about conflict. Conflict matters. Now, what I'm talking about today, let me give you some very specified parameters. I'm talking about age-appropriate differences of opinion, differences of personality, differences of what I want to do right now kind of conflict. When the kids are at recess, when the kids have playtime, when they're in gym class, when they're at lunch, when things are happening, and there's a conflict, we are not going to jump in right away. Why? Because kids have to learn how to figure it out. They're not going to like every person that they ever come across. Every time I have students in my office with this problem, or when I taught students, I always told them, you will love each other because you are image bearers of God. You don't have to like each other. And I know it's an unpopular opinion. Now, the goal is that we work towards restoration. We work towards resolution. We teach them how to talk to people. We teach them how to deal with differences of opinion. But they're not always going to agree. That's the truth of the matter. There's going to be a time when I bring a special toy to school. Side note, don't send special toys to school. And I'm not going to want to share it. I'm not going to make your kids share it. I'm not going to make them play with someone when their person is doing something they don't want to do. They have to learn how to deal with no's and yeses and I don't want to play that right now's. All of those things. Now, there are times when we step in. There are times when we deal with conflict. Sometimes I sit down with them and I say, how do you feel? And how do you feel? And how do we bring that together? That's fine. But just know that those minor conflicts, those things that they might seem big to your child and they might come home and tell you all about it. In fact, I know that they do because then you email me and that's okay. But just know that part of being on the playground, part of being in gym class, part of interacting with each other all day, every day for 178 days out of the school year is going to bring conflict. And that's okay. We're working on teaching kids how to love through that. We're working on teaching them how to communicate through that. Sometimes they just need us to step back and let them deal with it. And it really works itself out 90% of the time, 99% of the time. So as you're going through conversations this week, as you're talking to your kids, as you're watching your children interact with each other, are you quick to step in? Are you quick to stop it? Are you quick? I used to do that. I used to be quick to stop those sibling squabbles, partly because it drives me crazy. But sometimes they just have to duke it out. Not physically, verbally, but sometimes they just have to learn to deal with those things. And when they do, it helps them to grow into more well-rounded, better adults. We live in a world that does not deal with conflict at all. They have to be able to encounter people with differences of opinion, different experiences, and different viewpoints. So that's my challenge to you. Help your kids work out their conflicts. Help them learn how to talk to other people. Help them learn how to say no. Help them learn how to voice their different viewpoints. Those are all super important skills. I hope you have a great week. Just wait for report cards to come out next week. Side note, you should already know what their grades are because you should be checking on RenWeb. Anyway, I love you all. Have a great day.